Yo, what is up guys? It is me, LJP Studios, back with another video, and today I'm doing another career mode recommendation, but today it's a, it's a slightly different one because so far all of the other teams have, like, they've had a specific, like, objective that they use in real life. But today it's the first time really that I've chosen a team. I do have, like, an idea of how you could do it, but it's the first one that don't actually have any, like, transfer stipulations in real life. So yeah, this is like the first one that I've done creatively, if you will. Um, but today, as you can see, it is with Birmingham. Now, I will explain why in a minute. Now, you can put them straight to the Championship, but for this, I have left them in in League One, and realistically, your main aim should be um, automatic promotion at the very least. In my opinion, I think that the aim is to win the league without a doubt, without a doubt. Um, so I will quickly give you some advice once I've shown you this. Now, the first recommendation I would have is look at check the players that Rangers have, because they've got two Rangers players on loan in Kieran Dow and Ben Davis. So that is the first thing I do. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this one, but I would actually. What am I doing? I would recommend it to you. Um, but this isn't the main. This isn't like the main, like, transfer stipulation. I will get to that in a minute. So, like, you could get any of these. You could get them permanently or on loan. It doesn't really matter. Just maybe bring in one or two. Um, I don't actually know what positions we need, so I won't shortlist anyone. But the main reason is, I don't know if you guys know, but Birmingham are partly owned by a sport legend, Tom Brady. So, as I've said, they don't do this in real life. But for your save, I would I would say sign anyone from the United States, Mexico, and Canada, the three main North American countries. So anyone that so anyone from the big three in the United States, that is the only players you can sign. Unless you want to sign someone from Rangers. So if we go to the squad, I think we need a goalkeeper, because Peacock Farrell isn't good enough. So if we go here, I don't actually remember if Rangers had uh, any good goalkeepers. So if we check Rangers first, no, there's no one that really that looks great, in my opinion. So if we go to United States and then put in goalkeeper, um, Roman Celentano. He looks decent, so maybe I'd want to get him, or Ethan Horvath. Um, so yeah, I'm going to give you some positions of, like, players that you need to sign, so you know, like, where to get players. So if you look at our squad, our lowest overall is the keeper, 27 years old, and then our second lowest is the right back, which is a 69. Now, I wouldn't actually go for him because he's still quite young, so he might be able to grow. Maybe a winger or a forward. So if we go, let's say you want a Mexican left mid. Let's let's say that we want a Mexican left mid. Where would it be? Mexico. Okay, maybe we don't want a left mid. We'd rather have a left winger from Mexico. Okay, they're a bit too good. Let's have a look at Canada. Left wing from Canada. Bingo, Liam Miller. Perfect for us. But if you'd rather have a left mid, we can check out a left mid. But unfortunately, there isn't anyone. So yeah, that's who I would sign for a left mid. Or you could check Rangers and get one of them on loan. So if we have a look at the wingers, you might want to get Oscar Sorte once he's back from that loan, or maybe you might want to put Tom Lawrence out wide. You know, there is a few options. There are a few options from Rangers, but personally, if I were to get another winger, in my opinion, I would get Liam Miller, and then for the goalkeeper, I'd get one of these two. And the beauty about Birmingham is, despite that they are in League One, they do have a very, very, very good budget, with just shy of 9 million, with the average in the League One being 1 to 3 million. So they do have a very, very, very good budget for the league that they are in. But if we do look at the youth academy, this is something you can also utilise. As you can see, our best player being Gavin Green. So he does look good, but we do have other players that look decent, like Fly, Harrison Brown, and Hennedy Klemenko. So yeah, they do look decent, and I would recommend that. An alternative idea, if you don't want to do the North American tactic, is to sign players from the season one. I would say you can only permanently sign players from the Championship, and you can loan in people from the Premier League. If you don't want to do the North American idea, so I'm giving you a second idea, but for the same team. So if you would rather only sign players from the Championship and you want a goalkeeper, you could get, like, I don't know, James Beadle, or because he's on loan, you might not want to get him. Instead, you might want Angus Gunn. Yep, that's who you might want. Or Victor Johansson. That's who you might want. So yeah, the options are, you could either do this idea or the North Americans. In my opinion, I would if I was doing the Birmingham save, I would rather do the North American like transfer stipulation, just because it does have that link to Tom Brady, and I think it would make it a bit more interesting, because not many teams would have that option to just do the what am I saying? The opportunity, or like reason, to have that transfer policy, if you will. It's not very common, in my opinion anyway. But yeah. So just to recap on what I have said, so for Birmingham, you can either only sign North American players because of that link with Tom Brady. Or your second option is to only be able to get players permanently if they're in the Championship, or loan if they're in the Premier League until you make it to the Premier League, and then you can sign whoever you want. But that's been it for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you like, subscribe if you're new or if you haven't already. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year, so it would help greatly if you guys did subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see in the future, because I am slowly running out of these ideas, and I think tomorrow, unless I get a comment of what to do, I think I might post another, not one of these. I will do a creator club idea, because I do have a few of those in mind. But yeah, comment down below what you want to see. It doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. I'll list the games that I have: FIFA, Fortnite, GTA, Rocket League, and Minecraft. If you want to see another game, be sure to comment it, and I'll try my best to get that done. But those are the 5 games that are easiest for me to go on. But yeah, I'll see you for another video very soon. Goodbye.